Aloha and good morning. Today's lecture is going to be a multi-series lecture on eggs. Okay, eggs. Eggs are one of the miracles of nature. You have this bird, whatever type it is, chicken, sparrow, osprey, falcon, all birds lay eggs. And eggs are fantastic, machines, is because eggs replicate a being like the chicken in just 21 days, okay? Now, the reason why we're going to talk about eggs is because eggs is a very, very important nutrient and food for you to be able to actually put into your diet when you're transitioning, okay? Transitioning off of meat, when you're wanting to regenerate, and a lot of people are going to fight this, but I'm going to show you several ways to be able to take the growth hormone out of these fertile eggs that will never be refrigerated, okay? And these eggs here are loaded full of growth hormone. Growth hormone. Okay, here's the idea about eggs. Okay, remember, it can be used for transitional. Okay, transitional. That means you're going to go ahead and change one food for another. Okay, remember, you're not buying eggs from the store. No, I have my own chickens, and this is a must. It's not just having any eggs. You have to have fertile eggs. They have to be alive. They're never refrigerated. Okay, these eggs will sit on the counter until they're done. They can last up to like 30 days easy. Okay, now the idea is that the chickens that you're going to have, they need to be fed the right food. They have to be free range. They eat insects, worms, they eat a ton of different grasses and calcium and are scratching all day long, okay? They're not to eat wheat, corn, soy, okay, GMOs. And so where do you get your eggs from then, okay? You got to have your own chickens. So on the ranch here, or the farm as we call them in Hawaii, we've got about probably 15 birds here. I've got 5 Peking ducks, and the Peking ducks are the same as the chickens. They lay an egg every day, and you can see these eggs are huge, okay? And these are as we'll talk about, okay, super nutrient, but not only that, remember, you're gonna learn how to cook them right, because if you cook them wrong, okay, in your transitional meal, they're worthless, okay? And the cholesterol myth, guys, remember, I want you to go ahead and read studies with fertile eggs, not dead eggs that are commercially grown with 10 chickens and a suffering little life after their beaks clipped off, or just being fed the most ridiculous food full of pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, fungicides. It's just not good. They never get a chance to get in the sunlight, okay? They never get a chance to go ahead and eat insects, except for maybe flies. They do get a chance to eat a lot of their own poop. So, okay, we're not talking vegan. Personally, I don't have any blood in my diet at all. None. I don't have any blood in my diet. And we're going to go over the eggs for a reason. The eggs are one of the best ways, not only for transitional foods, but they're loaded full of growth hormone. Okay, remember, here's how the egg works real quick, okay? You have an egg, okay? It's laid. It goes through 6 days of making chi, energy. It's just a protoplasmic, it's not an entity. It's a blob of organic food, okay, of different, types of whatever's in the egg. But there's no entity here, okay? On the 6th day, the umbilicus gets a little bit of blood, okay? On the seventh day, remember 6 days of Genesis, 6 days of chi, and on the 7th day, now it gets a heart. Do-do, do-do, do-do. From this point, it's an entity, okay? Now, remember, 21 days, the chicken's on the ground with feathers, and it's going to start eating. And it pops out of the egg, okay? 14 days later, 14, remember, loaded full of growth hormone. Loaded, okay? The nutrients that are in the yolk are very special. Remember, the yolk is golden. They're not yellow. They're golden eggs when you have this type of egg. I'm going to show you guys, okay? We're not fighting against the vegan thing. I don't have any suffering, any animal products at all. None. Zero, okay? Just, I love animals, okay? I take care of my chickens here. They have the best life in the world. They're not caged up, and they give me a golden egg a day. And when I want more chickens, I let them go ahead and lay on them. And we go ahead and have chickens, babies. And if you're not careful, the mongoose here will eat them in a minute. So everything's trying to kill each other, and I'm not trying to do any type of harm to any animal, okay? So I just want to get that out of everybody's head. Now, again, no blood in your diet. You're going to find out that your mind is going to go ahead and get super clear, and you're going to lose tons of parasites in this body, okay, just by stop drinking blood and eating flesh of any type. So we'll get into that in other lectures, but okay, the miracle of eggs, okay, the growth hormone. Remember, from the 7th day, gets a heart, and then in 14 days, this thing totally develops inside, gets a beak and feet and nails, okay, and feathers. Okay, so this is why I'm going to show you the protocols in part 2. The protocols, though, I'm not going to put them on YouTube, is because I don't want to hear any flack from anybody. Okay, remember, I used to spend about $500 a week for growth hormone. And why would you want to go ahead and take growth hormone? Not to get muscles. I wanted to regenerate my back. Okay, remember, I got into a massive car accident, okay, in 1999, a long time ago. And I broke my arm. I had my hand in a cast, arm in a cast for 6 months. I broke my nose, my cheekbone, and as you can see, I injured myself again. And I broke my cheek here. I open my mouth right now, and I can hear it crackling in there. I ran into a pole, and I got 3 half-inch lacerations, and you can see how my jaw, or my zygomatic arch there, is damaged. That was a day and a half ago, okay? Bled like a sieve. Okay, this is why I'm going to be doing the growth hormone right now, is because I want to regenerate this very quickly. Growth hormone regenerates you massively, okay? I took $500 a week, and I took shots 3 times a day. I wanted to try to rehabilitate my back, okay? I wanted to try to rehabilitate. I broke my ribs. I fractured 2 of the discs in my low back, L4, L5, L5S1, and I fractured them in the inner material called the nucleus pulposus. This is like sort of like jelly-filled stuff. Okay, that is the shock absorber of the disc, spurt out into my nerve. And this is called an encapsulation, and this is when you get sciatica, and this is when you get foot drop, and this is when you can't touch your toes, and this is when you walk crooked. This is when you can't feel your leg, and your leg starts to atrophy, and everything starts to go downhill, and you get scared, and you go to the doctor, and they want to do cortisone injections, which I had. I did everything to be able to see if I could go ahead and fix this. Remember, I was a doctor of chiropractic, okay? Helping people with this type of problem. Then I got it. Remember, I got into a massive car accident, $50,000 worth of damage on my car. So I took my bicep tendon off the shoulder. Okay, I couldn't do a push-up for like 2 years. My bicipital tendon came right off, and my ulnar nerve came off my elbow. So every time I went down, I got the shooting pain down, electrical shock in my hands. So I was disabled. Couldn't do anything, okay? Cracked some ribs, okay? Really smashed my face up against the windshield, okay? And I really hit it hard, cut my face, got really bad scars all over my face, and that's what the face protocols were for. My face was messed up before. Massive wrinkles, and just my skin was terrible. So this was my wake-up call, okay, to be able to regenerate me. And regenerating me is important for me. The problem is that this outside system couldn't help me. So I had to dig deep. Remember, I wasn't just doing these things here so I can share with them to you now. It's because I had to go through them, okay? I'm my own experiment. And my skin was messed up so much, okay? I had a battery blow up on my face too and everything, and I got burns all over my face from the sulfuric acid. So I didn't have anything to lose, and I learned protocols to rebuild my skin, okay? Learned protocols to rebuild my lumbar spine, repair it. That type of injury is irreparable if you ask any neurosurgeon or orthopedic surgeon. They do discectomies, and they do spinal laminectomies where they chip bones off your hip, put different plates and screws in there, and they lock that thing up. No way I'm getting that done. No. I'm an athlete. I love to go ahead and ski, uh, everything. Horseback ride, motorcycle, okay, do whatever it is, run, bend, stretch, base, whatever it is, okay? Swim, and I couldn't do anything. I walked crooked for 3 years. So this is where I was at. So I started the growth hormone, okay? I did this for about 3 months, and it did massively help, okay? It was massively expensive, too. No insurance paying for this. And I got tired of poking myself in the stomach all the time, you know, through your subcutaneous fat there, you know, and you're supposed to shoot this shot in 3 times a day. And so I learned from some German and Italian researchers that were researching, not cancer, regeneration. And I was really into these types of people. Why? Because I needed a regeneration. I needed to rebuild myself in many ways, mentally, physically, physiologically, okay, emotionally. I had to relearn a lot of stuff. And so that's what Earther Academy is about, is to be able to share with you a lot of my story, that you can use some of it. I'm not asking you to do anything. Use some of my story to be able to see if you can rebuild some of yourself. See if you can help some of the dysfunction you may have mentally, okay, or emotionally. It's all connected, okay? So the growth hormone, okay, instead of me actually taking the injections, I was learning from these researchers that the fertile eggs that have been non-refrigerated, if you do the right protocols by I'll show you how to do it in part 2. Like I said, this is for Earther Academy, for our private school. Show you protocols, practices, and principles that I do. You want to do them, do them. If you want to switch them around, switch them up. Remember, it's all an experiment. You're a researcher, okay? No one's asking you to do anything, and this is not to cure any disease. This is to help, so you know, to take away deficiencies and or to go ahead and actually see if the body can get what it needs so it can rebuild itself. Real simple without getting too deep. So the growth hormone in the eggs under the right protocols, and you don't cook them. Okay, I'm going to show you. You're going to cook part of the egg. And the other part you're going to have to go ahead. I'm going to show you the protocols to be able to do this. And you're going to drink, okay, the nectar, okay, but you're going to have parts of the egg you're not going to have. And you're going to do a certain protocol if you want to go ahead and do it like I did. And I did this several times a day, just like I did my shots. Okay? Same thing. But I used live, real, not a chemical, not a synthetic. Okay? I'm using real stuff. Remember, growth hormone is genius. Okay? Genius. A lot of bodybuilders take growth hormone. A lot. Okay, why? Because they want bigger muscles. They want to keep their joints and everything working and regenerating. The growth hormone is usually decreased by probably 50% by most men by the time they get 30 years old. Okay, not so good. And your growth hormone goes down and you're not re-stimulating it back up, which it's usually secreted when you sleep at night, deep sleep. Okay, deep sleep. And there's many protocols I'm going to share with you how to be able to increase your growth hormone without taking it, okay? Shoot, no more shots, okay? Youch, okay? That's effective, but it's chemical. It's not what I want. I don't want to shut anything down of mine. I want to be able to stimulate everything else in my body. Remember, the growth hormone helps repair. Look it up. You'll see. It helps repair, regenerate. It helps things go ahead and actually start back up again so the body can actually become awakened. Okay, and there's many other things that basically I do the same. It's not just one little piece. Remember, this is one little piece. And that's why I came up with terrain modification. There's about 50 different departments. You're going to learn a little bit at a time. And if it makes sense to you, then do it. If it doesn't, then don't. Okay, take the information from what it's at and build it from there. Okay, it's all a work in progress. And I am only sharing you things that I know that are very beneficial over my 35 years of being a doctor. And I started out as a doctor of chiropractic, but wherever the truth takes you, it's going to take you. Took me into parasitology, okay? Parasites, let's kill them, okay? Sickness is parasites, but I didn't understand that the parasites, remember, are anchoring in the body is because of many other different variables inside the body. Toxicity is one of the biggest ones, so I started learning parasitology. Okay, you're not going to school on that. And in fact, the doctors, they don't even understand and know about any of this stuff. And you can't blame them because it's not taught. Okay, and who wants to look at an alien life form inside all of our bodies? And there's many different types. Let's look into the world of the bizarre world of parasites. What do they eat? Remember? Why are they in our bodies? Are we cursed? Okay? No. That's what terrain modification is. You have the terrain. You have the energy that they can anchor inside you, and once they're in you for a certain amount of time, they own you. So these protocols are not only to help you decrease your parasitic load, your detoxification, okay, procedures are very essential to be able to learn, and detoxification is another big layer. But how do you regenerate? Regenerate. It does take discipline, it does take effort, and it does take time for you to learn these things and practice them. Remember, you're your own experiment. Okay, so from this point on, remember, I do mini lectures. I'm not here just to show you something for 2 or 3 minutes to laugh or this or that or to get one little point. Remember, we're here to learn. Share from other people's, or learn from other people's of experience and wisdom. And there's lots of people sharing. So the growth hormone, again, okay, I'll explain to you the protocols on how to take them. But I hope you understand, okay, this is a week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks right now, of eggs, okay, and I'm going to explain to you, okay, you don't just take the eggs, but you mark them, okay, with a pen, and I remarked these just so you can see them because we washed them off and everything, and so I remarked them just so you can see it. So we want to take the egg on the third day of chi, okay? The first day, the egg has chi. Second day, it builds more chi. Remember, 6 days of Genesis. The third day, I build it on that one. I take it on the third day, right in the middle. Okay, number 3. You can do it on the 4th day or the 5th day. It's just harder for me to be able to, my guys go ahead and do this for me. And they know that Dr. Cassar wants the eggs on the 3rd day. So they mark them every day. Real simple. And why do you take them on the 3rd day? Because the 3rd day, I don't want to have any blood, remember? I don't want them even close on the 5th or 6th day. Because sometimes even on the 5th day, they'll have a little speck of blood, and on the 6th day, they get blood in the umbilicus. And on the 7th day, remember, it starts making a heart. It's an entity. I don't want blood. There's no reason to. There's none. And you'll find out once you stop the blood, once you get rid of these blood-sucking type of parasites, which are invisible, remember, they're in your system, and let me tell you, they're in there. If you don't know, well, ignorance is bliss, but once you find out, you do. And the only way you will is when you see one. And the only way you will see one is if you follow a lot of these protocols. Why? Because you're going to flush them out. Okay? Going to change a lot of things. And it's just going to go ahead and change the way your body now either accepts them or says, you're not welcome here anymore. You don't fight them. You don't kill them. Okay? Again, this is all part of terrain modification of 35 years of doing research. So on the 3rd day, and I'm jumping around a little bit because you need to hear all these different pieces. Remember, that's connecting the dots. It's a little bit at a time. When I do lectures, I do them for 5 hours. I always tell people, guys, at the end of this lecture, we're going to confuse you in the beginning. It's just because there's a lot of different departments, but we're going to pull it all together. And that's why you got to really watch the videos on Earther Academy. Pull it together, okay? And if you don't have those, the ability to watch Earther Academy, it's a private website because it's got my protocols, practices, and principles, and philosophies, and different things. And I'm not here to rub, the wrong elbows with people and saying a lot of different things. So this is where we share. Remember, and there's no diseases here that we're treating, none. Terrain modification is very simple. Okay, it's just upgrading, enhancing, and optimizing as many things as you can. As long as it makes sense to you, do it. Remember, ask your doctor if you can do this. Ask your doctor if you can get healthy, wealthy, happy, and wise. And of course, what's he going to say or she's going to say? Well, what do you mean? How are you going to do that? I know. Because this system over here only looks at my symptoms and it wants to manage my health. Okay, my sickness. It wants to manage my sickness. It doesn't want to cure my sickness, or doesn't want to tell me about my diet, doesn't want to tell me about the toxicities maybe in my household, okay, or anything. Okay, so remember, you have to be your own doctor. You have to go ahead and learn how to go ahead, and doctor means teacher. And the only way you could go ahead and actually really learn is to be able to have not only a companion, but you got to go ahead and have a little bit of smarts. Put your smart cap on, okay? There's a lot of good information out there, and you need to investigate it. So, again, I'm not bagging on the vegan side of the fence. I completely am in line with them. Okay, as far as I wouldn't need a suffering anything from any animal. The eggs I'm having here, this is why it's important. Okay, you gotta have fertile eggs. That means your chickens are happy. They got a boy. Okay, everybody's happy. The eggs never refrigerated. Okay, and you want to make sure that the food that your eggs, okay, have inside them are the right foods that the chickens are going to eat. Remember, they eat tons of calcium. The eggs, remember, are full of lecithin, full, remember, of growth hormone, full of super nutrients. Now, when I show you the protocols, we're going to use the whole egg, but you're only going to use one part of the egg, and I have to show you a special way how I do it, that it actually works very well. And you'll be able to practice this on yourself, and you'll want to go ahead and follow similarly the protocols that you would if you were going to the doctor and they were giving you a prescription. So I hope this makes sense. Remember, growth hormone is your friend. Okay, testosterone is your friend. Yes, it is. Okay, and how do you increase your testosterone? Okay, how do you increase the good hormones in your body, man or woman? And women do have testosterone too. Men do have estrogen. Okay, your body has to stay balanced depending on many different factors. But learn again the protocols. Your body needs sun on its private parts. That will stimulate your testosterone. That will stimulate the good hormones in a woman. Open your legs up. The sun doesn't care. Remember, it's not looking at you. It's going to shine on you. You need the sun on your private parts, not only to be able to reawaken those areas and to stimulate them with plasma, photons, information, because that's what the sun does. Okay? Remember, the eggs are made because why? Because the chickens are eating and everything's having energy off the sun. So these are loaded full of plasma. Plasma. Okay? Remember, live foods. Just before we go do part 2. Here's my little Earth Shift kitchen here. Okay? This is the liquids that I'm going to drink today, and you can see beautiful. Look at the color on that, and it turns purple as I lower it and raise it. Okay, this is our pigment that we have that I drink 150 ounces of a variety of different liquids that I make from my steam distiller right here. You can get one of these on Earther Academy. This is a beautiful steam distiller. Be careful on what you buy because most of them are garbage. I've had about 5 of them. This is the one we sell on Earther Academy, and it comes with a year's worth of these filters, and you get 2 large jars like this to go ahead and store your water. Best deal on the internet anyways. And again, Earther Academy, you get your money back. Okay, it's $120 for 6 months, and you get $100 off in our student store and $20 off in our Earth Shift. Okay, all the different products, Earth Shift products. And you can see I've got all my ferments here. You want to learn how to make those. Okay, I've got 6 different ferments here, all different ones, and these are live food. Live food, okay, is going to stimulate you to regenerate. Live food in my garden, and these are all different oils. Okay, make sure everything is organic if you can. This is our soy sauce that we have. Actually, it's alternative soy sauce. It's made from coconuts. This is ghee butter, which I use also. Remember, I don't have any blood, and I get this. This is fresh from real Jersey cows, okay, not the fake ones. Avocado oil, okay, this is my salt, Soleil salt that I have in here, and these are little sprayers. And I've got all my organic spices, and you can see we've got all different superfoods. The greens, chlorella, spirulina, sea leaf, okay, from the oceans, the sea vegetables, Himalayan crystal salt, camu camu powder, yerba mate, cacao powder, rose hips, all organic, organic hemp seeds, fossil shell flour, excellent for parasitic, for cleaning the skin and doing a lot of stuff, Icelandic kelp powder, Earth Shift, everything, baobab powder, maca, green coffee bean extract, nettle leaf powder, moringa, dandelion, leaf powder, shilajit powder, red hibiscus flower water, silica, triple blend seaweed, cinnamon powder. You can see all the different things we have here. Magnesium, fulvic acid, okay, chlorella, hot cocoa, all different products that you want to put into your world. It's just the way it is. Get an Earth Shift kitchen, okay? Also, change your pots and pans. Look, here's my pots and pans that I have. This is our nano ceramic, okay, non-Teflon, because if you're using, you can see we have all different sizes in here. If you're using toxic pans, then you're just toxifying your food even if you're cooking it. And here's my no silverware. I have silverware to open up coconuts and stuff like that, but I have all woodenware, coconut, bamboo. We have all those on Earthshift. So, you know, food replacement meals, a lot of these different pieces. Remember, it's a beautiful thing for you to be able to start to eat real food. It's a beautiful thing when you start to get a clear mind, okay, and an open heart. It is a beautiful thing. I do these videos because I've helped millions of people around the world. I don't even know them. Okay, and all I do is get hundreds of letters all the time from testimonials how I changed their life. No, you changed your own life. Remember, what do you got to pay? Pay attention and spend time. Spend time, pay attention. Okay, and be one of the elite, the elect, okay, that wish to be able to actually be self-responsible. Self-responsible. Okay, again, you need to really figure out before you get sick, okay, before you get sick. You can use this growth hormone. Remember, I told you, if you're a super athlete, it's going to just make you better and more. If you're older, it's going to go ahead and, as you can see, look at longevity magazines and such. Growth hormone makes you younger. Okay, most of the bodybuilders, this is what they take. And they, of course, take other things too, but the growth hormone. So, and for regeneration, growth hormone, how do you get it? Okay, you can take it synthetically, and or you can go ahead and, with the correct diet, with the correct protocols, you can go ahead and actually add a lot of stimulation to your own hormones and add hormones from products, from not killing anything. Remember, the chickens aren't dying. I don't eat them when they just die. Okay, after about 3 or 4 years, and they're going to have eggs no matter I like it or not. Okay, they just do. So I protect them here on the farm. They are totally protected. If not, the mongoose will eat them here. The mongoose are devils, little devils, big teeth on them. They're like Schwarzenegger squirrels with Dracula teeth, and they eat meat. So you know, we protect them from them. We have to get rid of the mongoose. Okay, so there's a lot of weird, you know, things in this world that wants to kill each other and wants to do all these things. I'm not into killing. I'm into actually making sure that everything that wants to live can live. And remember, we are the ones that are killing the animals, and we need to regenerate ourselves. We need to detoxify ourselves. We need to relearn and re-educate ourselves. We need to deprogram a lot of the programs that we have within ourselves. And we need to be able to really help others once you start to see these truths. That's the big game. Once you see these truths, once you practice these truths, then it's your moral obligation to be able to share with those that want to hear your truth. Your truth. Okay, we're going to do part 2. All right, aloha. And again, don't be having store-bought eggs. Refrigerated eggs, you're wasting your time. It's not easy to go ahead and get these raw eggs. Make yourself friends at the farmer's market. If you have to, like I used to before, I used to go ahead and find one person, and I used to give them hemp seeds and all different types of foods that are non-GMO, it's all organic, okay, no wheat, corn, and soy, so flax seeds, all different types of grains they can have, but no wheat, corn, or soy, no GMO, and no pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides, and make sure that they're free range in a grassy field if you can, because Hawaii's got green grass everywhere. So what are the animals doing? Everybody's eating grass, and what's in the grass? It's a solar panel, and it's grabbing plasma from the sun. That's how these eggs become powerful. Okay, is because everything is grabbing plasma. We're plasma beings, and we need plasma to regenerate. We need plasma to be able to operate our bodies or batteries. And these eggs, just to tie this up here, these eggs are full of plasma. Full of plasma. Okay, but this plasma also has hooked to it, remember, regenerative qualities that makes an egg turn into a miracle. The miracle, an egg. Why? Because like I said, in 21 days, you've got yourself a creature crawling on the ground that doesn't need to go ahead and get taken care of by anything, but protection by its mother. It's going to eat itself. Mom doesn't feed it. No, it eats itself. What a genius animal. And again, look at the chickens. They are so beautiful. They are the most beautiful animals, I mean, birds, and just wonderful creatures. So, you know, be responsible and really know that the creatures also, everybody wants to live. Everything wants to live, and everything wants to love too. Okay, even a crocodile loves its children. A scorpion loves its children. Okay, the viper that I got bit from, okay, loves its children. So it's just what it is. So anyways, watch the movie Earthlings, and there's a reason why you want to get off of flesh. You want to get off of meat. You want to get off of blood. There's a reason. But I like my meat. My meat really gives you the right to be able to go slaughter or eat slaughtered animals. Slaughtered. Okay, remember, if you take off the S off of slaughter, what do you get? Laughter. So when you stop eating slaughtered animals, drinking blood, you'll start to laugh. It's because your heart chakra opens up. It's because now you're not destroying sentient beings on the planet. Give it a try. 6 months. No blood. No chewing on bones. No dead carcass. No cadavers. Remember, dead cadavers. Okay? Think of what you're doing. I never do what I was doing. I eat 2 pounds of meat a day. Okay? Remember, we're all here to grow. There's no agenda. If you feel like you want to eat meat and have slaughtered animals full of chemicals, antibiotics, vaccines, hormones, okay, GMO foods, then do it. And take your clothes off again and look in the mirror. There's no arrogance. Look in the mirror and look and see what you become. Look and see if your church, your body, is what you want it to be or what it should be, like a Greek statue. Remember, I'm 56 years old, regenerated myself only by using certain techniques, cutting-edge techniques. Here, I hate to do this, but I'm going to show you. Okay? I'm 56 years old. I can do the splits. Okay? My body is better than an 18-year-old's. Better than an 18-year-old's. Okay? So, I'm just showing you what works on me. And remember, millions of people around the planet have done this. Watch my videos, okay, and they're getting stimulated. As you can see through my videos, I've grown a lot. Okay, I've grown a lot. Okay, look at my videos 8 years ago. Remember, all I'm doing is trying. I didn't go to school to learn how to be an actor. I'm not actor. I'm not entertaining. I'm edutaining. Edutaining. My story. That's all. And trying to help people out. Okay, and it takes a lot of courage to be able to put your face out on YouTube so everybody can throw spears at you. And it just does. Guys, I'm just trying to help. Okay, remember, I've seen over 100,000 patient office visits with patients one-on-one. Okay, you do get a chance to find out, practicing over and over again, what works and what doesn't work. And it's not the doctor that needs to help the patients. It's the patients need to help themselves. You need choices. That's why you need an earth shift kitchen. That's why you need the ferments. That's why you need the pots and pans and the silverware. Get rid of that. And you need the steam distiller, okay? And save all your seeds. These are all my avocados. Don't throw anything else. This is my compost for my piggy. And goes in my compost, okay? Try to get as much live food as you can in your life. Get as much superfoods as you can in your life. Superfoods. And they are special foods. Let me tell you what it takes to go ahead and do this, and all special packaging. Don't throw the packages out. Go ahead and save all your plastic in your packages to reuse them, okay, because these are food grade. So everything's been really thought out on Earthshift. So take advantage of it before my family goes in and closes it down, because we don't make any money doing this. This is a big favor my family lets us do. Okay, we just do. Remember, free shipping, okay, new customers. We ship internationally. Canada, United States, free shipping in the 48 states, $99 to $150 of purchasing of anything. Okay, shower chlorinators, tongue scrapers, the right floss, okay, that doesn't have bisphenol A on it, crystals that really do make you feel happy. Wear it over your heart chakra, learn these protocols. Skin cleaning, putting magnesium, okay, transdermally on your skin, a non-diluted form, okay? using all the different types of dissolving non-diluted minerals, plant minerals, and putting minerals back into your food and into your liquids, and having all the different variety of drinks, liquids of vitality. Look those up. Remember, you get healthy. Your body's a liquid water bottle, 18 gallons of a saline solution. Okay? It needs liquids to clean it, and you'll have all the food you want in your liquids. So learn our protocols and have fun. Okay? Enjoy your journey, or just keep on enjoying your journey. And if you're not enjoying your journey, well, then it's time to change your journey. Okay? So it's an experience that I can tell you you're going to love in time, and it is going to take a little turbulence to be able to learn some of these protocols. But once you learn them, then of course all you can do is share them. Because why? Because they bloody well work. Okay, so anyways, aloha, part 2.
Important reminder: all information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.